headers and footers can be very helpful, and they can also be a little frustrating. So usually we don't have a header on our we don't put a page number on the top of our first page. We could put it on the bottom, but if we want to access the header and footer area, there's a quick way to do it, which is just double click in that area and it pops up this header window, ribbon rather, and gives us access to that header. To get out of it, we just double click back on the page again. If you want headers and footers and you want them a different way, think of it as inserting. You're going to insert a header or a footer. So we'll go to the Insert tab and we'll insert a header. You see you've got some options here that it will automatically format it for you. You also have options to edit your own header. So I think I want a page number, and I think I want it at the bottom of the page. So I'm not going to use one of those header options. I'm actually going to go down here, double click, and I'm going to put my footer in. This you see is the same option as we had on the other page. So I'm going to put a number in the middle on the bottom like that. That's what I want for my footer. Now you'll notice a page number is pretty boring. We probably want to do some other things. We can insert a date and time. We can insert like the title of the document. We've got some different items here that we could use, or we could put a picture in. So I do believe that the book will have you work around putting in the title of the document. You can, if I type something here next to this, so I'm going to put proposal in here. You'll notice that it will also appear on the bottom of the next page with the page number for the next page. So I need to put a space right there. So you'll see it says proposal 2. And this can be helpful or it can be irritating, and we'll talk about why it does that. So you'll notice that when I've left my formatting marks on because I do that almost all the time. It's so helpful to me to leave formatting marks on. Right here, these are all connected. All of the footers are connected. So I'm going to go back to my header and footer tools. Again, this is available to me because I have double clicked here in the footer area. So you've got options here. You can have your first page different, which we sort of talked about. Maybe you don't put numbers on the first page. That's possible. And then the other thing we might do is unlink our pages. So let's say this page, third page, I want it to say something different from proposal. I want it to say issues instead of proposal. So right here, I want to, it's already linked to previous. I need to unlink it. Okay, so if you want to have different footers on different pages, it's sort of a two-step process. So right now we inserted this page break here, and what we have to do is also insert a section break. So that is on your layout tab, page layout. It won't let me put a break in right now because I'm in the footer section, so I've got to go up here. I left my formatting characters on because that just helps me to see what's going on here. And so I want to insert, I can insert a next page section break or a continuous section break. Look at what the difference is here. A section break to start the new section on the next page, or a section break and start the new section on the same page. I've got the page break in here, so I'm just going to put in a next page section break. Now, when I go down here, here's my footer. When I go to the next section, now it's not section 1 anymore, it's section 2, and this is linked to the previous header, and this footer is the same as the previous footer, but now I am able to unlink it if I wanted to call it something else, and we said issues. So I'm going to change this from proposal to issues. And you'll see that here, this remains proposal. This in section 2 is issues, and also here on the next page. So that's how you can change the footers and the headers. So it's a two-step process. You have to insert a section break, continuous or next page section break, and that is on your layout tab, breaks, and then you go to your footer or your header, and you'll have the option to keep it the same as previous or make it different than the previous.